What is up, guys? I'm gonna teach you a really good trick. It's really interesting, extremely easy to do. So I'm gonna bring it down here so you guys could see. Alright, I don't know if you've ever seen those tricks when you have someone choose a card, they put it back and they put the deck inside the box and they try to read your mind. Alright, I'm gonna teach you how to do that. So imagine you just chose a card, you put it back in the deck. What you're supposed to do is that you place your card on the bottom. So we're gonna use the Six of Hearts here. Six of Hearts there. What the secret is that they draw a little square, then a little doorknob on there. So it's basically a door. So they put that on there. So you take the entire deck, you put everything inside. So remember the Six of Hearts is right there on the bottom. All you do is snap. That door actually opens and you can read it. So you go like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read your mind and stuff like that, and you peek that and you just close it just like that. It's really simple to do. It's extremely easy, and a cleanup is actually the easiest part because all you have to do is basically just wipe just like that and it's totally gone. It's super easy. You guys try it out. What is up, guys? I didn't know what to talk about today, but I wanted to talk about this little device here. You see it at every convention, you see it all over the internet. It's a very fun toy. You see it in comic books. I think like Robin has one of these. It's called the Appearing Cane. You can buy one on Amazon for like $5 and it looks like a kid's toy. This is one of the most dangerous child's toy you would ever find. This thing, you see how much force it pops open by itself, and plus, I think they're like $5 online. But this thing, I paid a little bit. I paid a lot more. I think I paid like $40 for this at a convention, and I don't know, because this one's like aluminum. It is very sharp. So the way you're supposed to close this is going to be a bit of a tutorial. You can buy these online, it doesn't really matter. You close it by twisting both ends together. It's kind of like a Chinese finger trap. You close it like this. And what you don't want to do is what one of my friends did. He wants to play with it. He messed with it a little bit. He tried to close it. He closed it. He put his thumb right around this area and slit it, and then end up cutting himself, and it was bleeding all over the place. And I don't know how you have a child's toy that does that. And it does this thing also. This story, my sister, I don't see it anymore. Like when you go to Walmart and Target, it probably sounds really weird, but I like to go stroll down the toy section because you can see I have some action figures behind me, so sometimes I'm in there. And I don't see the lightsabers anymore where you press the button. When I was younger, you used to have the lightsaber. You press the button, it'll shoot out, and it would it had like a motion sensor, so it'll make the sounds. You go whoom, whoom.
You ready? That's pretty intense. And let's collapse it.
Stuff like that. But now you see them, they open like batons. You have to put it to your side and whip them out, because I'm pretty sure a lot of kids would and shoot it in their face. Because it happened to my sister. The button wouldn't work one day, but she took it and she put it between her legs, and she's trying to press the button, and literally she's looking down like this, like a genius, and then hit her right in the face just like that. And I think actually getting a nosebleed. That was really hilarious. And also, if you don't handle this correctly, this could shoot out from your hand and hit somebody, and that almost happened. I went to my girlfriend's parents' house. We were having dinner there, and I was like, oh hey, look, and I did it, and it shot out and like almost hit my girlfriend's mom in the face. Yeah, it was pretty cringe. And I'm gonna give a little bit of a tutorial how to use this, because you could find this online. You have to be extremely careful, because when I bought this, I think it came in a little box, and the person I bought it from, I don't think he even gave it to me, because I usually keep all my boxes, and it came with no tutorial. He actually taught me how to use it as I bought it. So this thing, actually, let me remove this little handkerchief here. You don't really need a handkerchief, but I think it's a lot more visual when you have it on there. So this part's for the handkerchief, and this is keeping the whole mechanism from shooting out. So what it is that you have it here, your pinky, like the base of your pinky, is right on there. You push this up, and you just do like a rocking motion. You take it, you rock to one side because you want to clear it. That's why it's better to have the handkerchief because it adds like a weight. Like you take it, you clear it, and you don't want to just let go. What you have to do is that you have to open your hand and catch it at the same exact time, and you have to do it so fast so it won't shoot out. You have to go like that. If I was a parent, I would not let this in the hands of a child. I would not do that because kids, they're all gonna be like, can I see, can I see, can I see, and they're gonna close it, cut their fingers on it. Sometimes if you mess with it too much or you bend it in a weird way, because this is like, it's spun, yeah, it's spun. You can see all the metal and everything in there. And if you go to a convention, you're playing with this, a bunch of the older guys are like, yeah, I used to be like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old playing with this. Used to cut my fingers and all this other stuff. And this is literally a weapon. I could pop this open and beat the shit out of somebody. And I think some people actually use it for that. Also, the biggest ironic thing that happened to me with this device was that I actually did a gig. Amazing thing was that it was actually like down the street from my house, walking distance, and I had to do this gig where I had like 3 shows, each 30 minutes. They were mostly for families around like Christmas time, and I had this set up in there, so I would perform this, and like after the show, you would have kids come up and they want to touch everything and they want to know how you did things, and I'll ask you a bunch of questions. And one of the kids, I think it was after the second show, picked this up, but it was already engaged and it was already out. And he was just touching it. I'm like, oh, hey, dude, you don't want to touch that because you're going to end up cutting yourself. So I grabbed it and I'm explaining it to him. And as I'm talking to him, I'm closing it and talking to him. And I complete it. And then like I feel this stinging pain. And I look down, my hands are completely covered in blood. I actually told him to be careful and actually cut myself with it. And I think it was this thumb here, and it was a pretty deep one. And luckily where I was, they had like an office with their own little first aid kit, and I ended up putting a Band-Aid on. It was a little bit difficult doing some slides with a Band-Aid, but yes, if you're gonna pick one of these up, you have to pay, and I shouldn't be doing that because I could shoot off and just hit the camera. You have to pay attention using this. This is not a toy. I don't even know how kids got away with this. It's like that metal spiked thing that you see like people from the 70s play with. It was like a needle with like wings on it, and it would throw it, and like it was supposed to hit the ground, but that was like a toy. But I think it was banned like a little bit later. All right, guys, that's all for me. I don't know. It's an amazing device. A lot of magicians use it. We usually use it to fuck with each other and things like that, and it's readily available, not even just for magic, and it's extremely cheap, but it's such a dangerous toy, guys. Please be careful. You're gonna get this. I think I might put a link down below because it is pretty fun, and it actually takes a lot of sleight of hand to perform, but yeah, guys, just don't do it. All right, guys, that's all from me, and I'll see you next time. So peace.